today we are going to be making a reactory video. Today we're going to make a reactory video. So we're going to be reacting to Grian.
Hello, my name is Grian, and today I'm going to be showing you a bunch of tricks and tips based in the new update of 1.9. So as you can see, I've got a big long line of things to show you, but first I just want to go over what sort of took my fancy and sort of inspired me. So the first thing is obviously the new mob, but it isn't really just a mob, it's also a block, so I came up with something with that, which we'll go over later. We got these new plants, which are really weird because the way you place them, they explode is really awkward, so I didn't actually come up with anything, but I'm sure something will come to me in time. Moving on to the things that really did sort of captivate me were the end rods. Now these are wonderful. Never in Minecraft have we had anything quite as thin as this, and they also did this to like iron doors and also the glass panes. So a whole bunch of ideas came to mind when I was looking at these. In addition to this, we also have the Ender Dragon heads. Now, I wasn't really sure how to use this, but interestingly, they sort of yap it.
Sorry guys, something happened. Shima, I don't like them anymore. Sorry guys, my sister tried to give me chips that I don't like. Sorry guys.
Yap and yap if you put a redstone circuit to them.
Nice.
So maybe something could be done with them. Wasn't too sure. Now, next we have a new type of block along with some staircase. The purple blocks. Now, that's really weird. They are an odd color, odd design, and quite frankly, they're not the most attractive thing I've ever seen. However, they did come in use for one thing, as we'll go over later. We've also got the end stone bricks, which I was really disappointed to find out they didn't add staircases for, but I did find a use for them. Now, this was a change to trapdoors. Now we no longer need barrier blocks to make them float, so a bunch of ideas came to mind with that, and you can just place them on top of each other and close them. It's fairly easy to use, and then you can just get rid of them. You know, they really did change them for the better. And we have, of course, the awesome addition of the path block. Now all you have to do is hit grass with a shovel and it creates a path block. Now what I really enjoy about this is the different colours you can create. Now not only is a path block...
This wasn't from just now, this was from like before. This was when they added the Ender update. So guys, let's watch another kind. So guys, let's go to Grian's channel. Grian. So this is what Grian does on his channel. So just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go to this one.
Hello, my name is Grian, and today I'm going to be showing you some armor stand tricks to make some cool little builds to decorate various things. Or, you know, they're pretty unique in the way they look. So thank you to the crew for putting these together for me, and I'm going to show you how to make them. So let's start with this
Oh guys, did I mention subscribe to Grian and also subscribe to this channel?
Plant for interior use. You need to make a quick pillar and add a bunch of armor stands in a neat rotation so that you get the full circle. You then add a piston above it and some oak wood and activate it with a redstone block to push the block all the way to the ground. That does mean using 2 pistons to do so. Once you've done that, you finally have your base, and then you can add a fence underneath it to get the full plant base. After that, all you need to do is add a couple bits of decoration on it, such as the leaves and of course some trapdoors, just to decorate the plant pot a little bit. It is obviously just wood. You may want to use another block, maybe a grass block, completely up to you, but then you have a house plant right there.
That's so
just
cool,
with a
guys.
small decoration. You could remove the armor stands and just have
this video is gonna soon end. It's gonna end randomly. I won't tell you guys when it ends. And also, if the end comes soon, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and do the same thing to his channel.
Nicer to look at, and it's of course something different. Now the first couple I'm going to show you are relatively simple, but we're going to get into some cooler tricks later on. This one here is a very simple fireplace, just like, you know, on a normal campsite. But you need a dropper using exactly the same technique that we just used, placing the armor stands in a full rotation into the hopper, and then you need to place the coal or whatever your base block is going to be via the pistons that we made before. Exactly the same technique. And all the dropper does is make it so that the armor stands fall into the correct position. Because if you didn't have the dropper there, they would be above the ground. But with the dropper, it sits really nicely. So you need 2 lots of pistons to push down that base block. And then you have it just sitting above the coal block itself, which you can then place a torch on to simulate the fire altogether. Or you could actually, use like a netherrack and then light it literally on fire, and the armor stands will look like a nice log fire. That's, pretty cool if you can find a situation to use it in. But we're going to go into some more modern details and tricks and that kind of thing with our next couple ones. And they're using exactly the same techniques that we just done. So there's a computer here, and it's exactly the same technique, except we're going to be doing it under a different circumstance. So we simply place a button. So you just place it on, and you just place it on, and then you use the same technique as before by getting a piston that's going to push down the table block or whatever you're using, just 1 block above, power it up, and boom, it pushes it down onto the armor stand, and you've got what looks like a keyboard. There is going to be a better computer design later on, but this one is a little easier to make than the one we're going to be making later. So if you want an easy way out, this is kind of the one you want. Now we use a custom painting for the screen, just full of black. There is a separate tutorial on how to make these custom paintings, which I will link in the description. And then we have a full PC. Next up, we're using exactly the same technique, literally exactly the same technique, but this time we're going to be making a chessboard.
So guys, let's watch the spray video now.
We make it easy for kids to start coding.
Guys,
And
ads.
even
Do you guys like ads? I don't like ads.
50 ways to mess with your friends. Only do these if they're a good
Hi, Grian.
Number 1, the angry lectern. Pop down a lectern in your friend's house and then run a redstone comparator out of it.
Oh,
then
that's
connect
smart.
up the redstone underneath their house to some sort of redstone of your choice. Now, I'm not going to tell you
Oh,
exactly what
TNT,
to
guys.
do,
He's gonna
but
paint
there,
it with
I'll just
TNT.
leave that there,
That's
shall I?
smart.
Then you write a book telling them about your angry lectern. So the lectern is saying, no, don't read me. And then it's, I said stop. And you can write whatever you want, but the more they get into the book, the angrier the lectern gets.
I don't like these
Stop
guys.
turning the page. Okay, I promise, if you continue, we won't be friends. I'm warning you. Okay, final warning. Do not turn the last page. I'm not even sorry. I warned you. I warned you. I told
Oh,
you it was an
it's
angry
blowing
lectern,
up.
but they
Oh,
still
that's
read the book.
smart.
They still... Number 2, sky high.
Sky high, that's cool.
So your friend is AFK. That happens. Just make sure that they are for a second.
I always make
Then
sure.
place
I'm
a
always
bunch
AFK,
of
guys,
scaffolding as high as you want.
Oh,
The
actually,
higher,
most of the time
the
I'm
better.
AFK because
Then attach a fishing rod to them, climb up that tower, and then right click. You'll then drag them up the tower, and if you carefully make your way all the way to the top, you can then drag them up quite a substantial
Wait, there's no way that actually
Wait
works.
for them to return from their AFK session,
That looks funny.
and then simply remove the
Wait, why does he have to break both of them? He could just break one.
Not every single one of these ways to mess with your friends ends with someone hitting the respawn button. But there are ways to mess with your friends in probably worse ways. And one
Oh,
of
I know
them
this
is
trick, guys. I know this
spamming
trick.
Saplings all
He's
around
gonna
their house. And
he's gonna put saplings all around their house, and then when they grow, they turn into like a giant mass of trees. They turn into a giant mass of trees. They turn like into a giant tree.
You place is a few seconds of your time,
He's right.
but it's a few
And then that
hours
happens.
of
Like
theirs.
that's what I mean.
Given
A big
enough
mass of
time,
trees.
those saplings will grow and grow and grow until they are one solid mass of trees.
That's what I said.
Around it. I can't even see their house anymore. And if they come back in their house and they're just totally confused and they have to dig their way out quite a long way. To clean this up would take literally hours, and they won't even know who did it. Number 4. It wasn't me, it was the man in the chicken costume.
Chicken costumes.
I think you know where this is going, but you call on your good old friend Poultry Man. and
Poultry
you
Man. I know who Poultry
chickens
Man is. He's fun.
everywhere. To the point where there's so many chickens.
What I mean is that I like Poultry Man. I mean I watch him. And I saw a YouTube video.
they don't even know what to do.
Guys, I'm at my grandma's house.
And if they
That's all
ask
right.
you who did this, you can always blame the man in the chicken costume. Simple, but effective. Number 5, is it a bird? Is it a plane?
It's a plane.
Go
There
to
are
a
no
friend's
birds in
house,
Minecraft. There's
wherever
only
it may
parrots.
be, and grab yourself a bunch of scaffolding. Make your way.
I know. Wait, why does he have? Oh, guys, I just found out why he has lava. Because he's gonna put the lava inside of the scaffolding,
a single block of
and
lava
then
in a cup.
when they break the bottom, it all breaks, and then the lava goes down. I know this.
Curiosity will get the better of them.
I
and
tried
they will
doing it
just
once.
Hit the bottom scaffolding. And
Well,
then they
since he had no lights,
realize
he went up.
what's coming their way.
So, for some reason, I don't know
So
why.
you can sit back, relax, and watch them panic as they try and work out how to stop a big pillar of lava from completely destroying their house.